say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Judicials' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Syracuse's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow.
Playing my game versus some sorry at school.
But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain.
That's supposed to be starting the wrong quarterback.
First down, it's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Wants to throw on first down. He's going, and he will score. Touchdown Orange. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Maybe.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Judicials offense will have its first possession of the game. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Indiana signed them because they're all hurt.
Oh, better look out. Picks up the first down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. It's hard to understate how much it's worth to have a guy who can run just enough to pick up a first down, to keep a drive alive, to avoid a negative play.
He's just got enough. Everybody could be covered on a pass play, and he can go and get the first down for you. He can make maybe one or two guys miss and just stretch the football past the sticks to keep the drive alive. Such a weapon to have on offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Dropping back, it's Ali. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs.
No, they actually called a holding on the defense. Haven't seen that before.
Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Ali. Using his feet to buy time. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the judicials send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up. All by himself down the middle. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Fucking tree for who?
3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The
high schoolers?
Heads back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense.
Yeah, you're not going to trick me, dude.
That thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Ali. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Adams. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. on the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll take it himself. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
The Judicials just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Judicials pumping the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. The play action fake. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Judicials lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
Yeah.
He'll ride his man on the option. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Judicials.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding.
He has a way better team, man.
That last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run.
And then all he was doing was pressing.
Left to play.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance.
What happened when we played, Puga?
He'll be brought down at the 24. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Bad.
Running free. Running into the open space. Touchdown Orange. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can
having a hard time stopping the run against this Division II school, whatever the fuck they are.
And he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And they'll haul down the returner to start.
Serve me.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to
he had agreed to play me too.
Reese, they got to respond now.
He had agreed.
They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into
but
he a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand.
He backed out.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finding an escape route. Always got some space. Gets it down to the
that play
33.
was
They pick up the first
killed
down.
that.
Got to use their time wisely.
Defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Judicials will line it up on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. on the option. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Judicials hit it quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt.
Who is it, Frank?
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw, it's Ali. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Okay.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Offense in a split backfield. Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to...
There he goes!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the run on 1st and goal. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Give to the fullback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Ali. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll send the back in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Goes to the option. Can't get him to the ground. And the ball's loose in the backfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. You lose your starting quarterback. Now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Ali. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Judicials. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part, because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
Turning it on! And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Zings it complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown Orange! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking for room. It's made. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Now on on the option. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. The Judicials will punt this one away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Syracuse. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Nice move there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense is their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the extra point.
Yeah, see that North Texas QB had 600 yards.
He'll bring it back
last
from
game.
inside his 5.
Passing.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to
So we're gonna have to tell Rafa to turn the
takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and there are
turn the passing yards up per game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just not enough of it.
And they got it.
Well, yeah, just last Friday, like QB had like 600 yards and 5 touchdowns.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into